4 babies with no parents living in an orphanage had to be rushed to a bomb shelter when the Ukrainian city of Sumy was surrounded by armed forces. Local officials say they were among dozens of orphans who spent 2 weeks in the shelters, while the northeastern city was under siege. They reached relative safety at last over the weekend, after they were evacuated hundreds of miles west to the Kyiv Heart Centre. Boris Tudorov is a cardiac surgeon at the hospital.
All 4 were born earlier this year. Some are 1 month old, others 2 months old. They found themselves on the front line. They found themselves in a situation where they needed help, but there was no one to help them because the fighting had started.
Local authorities said late Saturday that there were more than 70 children, including babies and infants, who have spent the past 2 weeks cared for in bomb shelters. Most have been evacuated and transferred to Lviv in the west of Ukraine. But some, like these 4, were too sick to travel. Dr. Tudorov said he hoped that they would be able to perform life-saving open heart surgery on one of the babies suffering from congenital heart disease. However, this hospital is just 7 miles away from the front line in the suburb of Brovary in Kyiv, and some fear attacks by Russian forces attempting to advance on the city. Russian leader Vladimir Putin calls the war a special military operation to disarm Ukraine and protect it from what he calls Nazis. The West calls this a false pretext for an unprovoked war of aggression.